Welcome to today's deep dive. We are jumping into a really fascinating guide today called Jam MINDFULGym Now W by Dr. Phang Cheng Kar.
Yeah, and it's this incredibly practical framework. It was actually originally designed for healthcare professionals who were dealing with, severe clinical burnout.
Right, but our mission today is to figure out how anyone can use these exact same tools to manage stress.
Exactly. I mean, it applies to any high-pressure environment, especially things like festive stress.
Oh, wow. Yeah, like the whole Balik Kampung exodus.
Totally. Navigating that heavy holiday traffic or dealing with intense family gatherings, it tests everyone's nervous system.
It really does. And to set the stage, there's this great Malaysian concept the source brings up called Teh Cham.
Yeah. The mix of bitter coffee and sweet tea.
Right. It's such a perfect analogy for life. You've got these really sweet moments of success, but they are mixed right in with some heavy, bitter challenges.
And our goal today is to manage that bitterness without, losing the sweetness of the holidays.
Which is tough because of how our brains are actually wired.
Yeah, Dr. Phang talks about the brain's negativity bias. So negative experiences act like Velcro. They just instantly cling to your mind.
And the positive ones.
They're like Teflon. They just slide right off. We are basically biologically hardwired to hold on to the bad stuff.
I mean, I get why we focus on the negative. Stress is this natural evolutionary response, right?
For sure.
Like, it keeps you alert if someone suddenly swerves into your lane on the Karak Highway. But at what point does that useful biological alarm cross the line into, well, optional suffering?
It crosses the line when you become a passenger to it, when your automatic reactions are just driving the car.
So how do we stop that?
That is where the 4S framework comes in. It stands for stress level, symptoms, triggers, and reactions.
Okay, wait. Most people react by going into fight, flight, freeze, or fawn, right?
Exactly. And just naming those four things, finding your trigger, creates this cognitive distance.
Oh, I see. So if you link a specific trigger, like, say, being stuck in terrible traffic,
right, to a physical symptom like your jaw clenching. You step out of that emotional spiral. You become an observer instead of just reacting.
So if we realize we are being blindly driven by these reactions, there has to be a physical circuit breaker we can pull.
There is. It is called the Mindful S.T.O.P method, S-T-O-P.
Walk me through it.
So it's stop, take a breath, observe, and proceed wisely. And the real biological leverage happens in that take a breath step.
How so?
Well, when you pause, you want to make your exhale twice as long as your inhale.
Because that longer exhale isn't just like a mental trick to distract yourself.
No, it's an actual physiological hack. Extending your exhale directly stimulates the vagus nerve.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, which engages your parasympathetic nervous system. It acts as your body's natural brake system.
So it literally sends a signal to your brain that you are safe.
Exactly. It's kind of like holding a glass of water. Stress isn't just about how heavy the glass is, it is about how long you hold it without taking a break.
Right. So the S.T.O.P technique is basically just a way to briefly put the glass down so your arm doesn't cramp up.
Yes. And it creates this amazing biological and mental space.
Okay, so you've put the glass down. You're in that new space.
Then comes the final step, which is proceed wisely. It's deciding what to actually do.
Right.
In heated moments, the text emphasizes dropping the urge to ask who is right or wrong, and instead asking, what is helpful right now?
That is a massive shift. I mean, human nature dictates that we really want to prove we are right, especially if you are getting interrogated by your in-laws about your career or your weight at a family gathering.
Oh, totally. You feel defensive. But think about the clinical examples from the source.
Like a rushed surgeon.
Yeah, or a defensive house officer being sharply criticized by an attending physician. Their instinct is to fight back to prove they are right.
But in a hospital ward, snapping back doesn't actually help the patient.
Exactly. And it is the same at the family dinner table. By using that pause to drop your ego, you choose a steady response over an emotional reaction.
Because being right is usually way less important than being helpful to the overall outcome.
Yeah, so instead of blowing up at your relatives, you use gentle boundaries. You just say, oh, everything happens in good time. How's your garden doing?
Right, you just politely redirect. Or you take micro resets. Just step out to the bathroom for 5 minutes to do that breathing exercise.
Which completely reframes mindfulness. It is not about forcing your mind to go blank while sitting cross-legged for hours.
No, it's these on-the-go resets, moving from stress to balance, just one S.T.O.P at a time.
And as you take these tools into your own life, think about this. If you successfully use these micro pauses to regulate your own nervous system, How might that subtle, unspoken shift in your energy unconsciously calm the agitated people around you?
You just might become the sweetener in everyone else's Teh Cham.